Yeah, and welcome to another stream. Um, so for today, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to paint. I've been focusing on the competition of next week for quite some time, and just thinking about what to paint the week before the competition. I need something fun, something not too difficult. I just want to slap on some paint, you know? So, yeah, just strolled around my desk for a bit and found the most adorable little Wally piece. And this has been waiting for way too long. I printed him when I just got my 3D printer, so it has some mistakes. Like you can see, here is one of the print mistakes, and most noticeably is the underside. Like, ooh, quite some shifting there. But yeah, that's okay. I mean, he still looks fine, and he deserves to get some paint on. So I have not attached Wally himself yet, so I can easily paint the rest. But he is absolutely adorable. And of course Eve as well. It's gonna be nice to paint these two guys. And I already picked out some colors, as you can see. So for Eve, of course, light colors and blue for her eyes. And then for Wally himself, got a bit of a dirty looking yellow. Got rust. I've got black steel pigments. And for his logo, a bit of red. Of course, also some white. And for the boot with the plant, these three colors. Going for a purple shadow again and a yellow highlight. Adding some black, and there you have it. And hello there, ducks. How are you doing tonight? Well, hello, hello. Well, this is going to be a very lovely little paint job. I can't even remember how many times I've watched the Wall-E movie. It's so cute. And yeah, I'm not going to do any non-metallic metal craziness. I'm just going for some true metallic metals with this black steel. And then going to add some rust effects I still had in my collection. I think that will be a very good combination with some color in there. So, yeah, let's focus on Wally first. I can put the rest aside. He's a bit top heavy. Looks like he's falling over with the plant in his hands. So yeah, let's get some color on the wet palette. Black, purple, light yellow, and the dirty yellow. I think that's what I'm mostly going to need. Got my example in front of me. Yeah, that should be good. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Circuits, short circuits. No, does not ring a bell. But then again, it's from before my time. Right, don't forget about this bottle. It does not have the dropper tip. It's why I marked it. Okay, so that dirty looking yellow needs a shadow color as well. So a bit of purple, a bit of black. This is the color straight from the bottle. And a highlight. Not going too bright for this. That should be the right colors for Wally. And I have to keep in mind that I am still going to cover him with the rust effect, which is a bit more orange. Should I maybe add a drop of orange to it already? Drop of reds. Just the tiniest bits. Yeah, I think that works better. I think that's more of a Wally looking yellow. Good. What does that look like? Let's start with some shadow. That is yellow as well. I mean, I've watched the movies a couple of times, but I never really looked at it like, okay, I'm going to paint him. I was just enjoying the movie. So now I actually have to paint him. I need my example because I have no idea. I mean, I know he's yellow, but which part should be yellow and which part is metallic? I don't know. So apparently his neck is also yellow. I hope I can reach everything with my brush. Hey, hello there. Good evening. I am currently painting this adorable little Wally. Yeah, big fan of Wally. Wally painted as a space marine. I mean, that could be funny, but that wasn't the plan I had for today. Maybe Wally in a Halloween costume, dressed as a space marine. Let's see. So his arms are yellow too. Except for that part, he has white and black hazard stripes. Mm-mm. Oh, I'm being too enthusiastically painting that yellow part. Apparently his hands are not yellow. I mean, of course it doesn't have to be a perfect match, but at least I'm trying to let him look closely as the movie version. Don't want any hate mail saying that's not how he looks. I mean, that would be weird. Do not expect those mails, but you never know. Exactly what I was thinking. I remembered the yellow, but I have an example in front of me, so I won't butcher him too much. Also, I don't want him to look too clean, especially since I am going to add some rust effects. So it would be a bit unnecessary to focus on perfect blends for this paint job. I'm just going to enjoy slapping some color on a mini. It's been a while. It's not all yellow. There's a lot of yellow. But he also has metallic parts like his hands and the part for his eyes, his wheels as well. But yeah, I've added just the tiniest amount of red to the yellow to make it look like that signature Wally yellow. And then when I'm going to add the rust effect, it will probably make it a bit more orange as well, depending on how much I'm going to cover him with that rust. But I think this color is a good match. Good luck with your cats. Been a while since I've painted something with rust or any kind of weathering, really. I've been trying to paint as best as possible for the last couple of months, so no shortcuts like rust effects. Which is a bit of a shame, because it's fun to work with. Almost grabbed the wrong color there. I was already getting into highlights territory. Hold on. I've got a mix of that shadow color and the medium color. And I'm going to use that to highlight the shadow part. Because shadow isn't just black, you know? You can have different colors. You just have to keep the colors a bit down. Nothing too bright. So I just mix them with the shadow color. And see where that gets me. These things move. It's quite scary. I constantly think I might have broken something, but it's not. I mean, not yet. Maybe a bit more highlights. Just using that middle color for the brightest highlights in the shadow. Definitely don't want to go any brighter. It really depends on the yellow, if you ask me. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, unless you are trying to paint yellow over black, then just don't. You need a lighter color to start the yellow. Or if you want a darker yellow, you could use a brown for a base. But never try to paint yellow from black, because good luck with the 26 layers you're going to need. But hey, if that's your thing, don't let me stop you. Just go for it. If you want 26 layers, sure. Okay, let's go for one highlight. Nothing too bright. Well, that is a good way to learn. To try and see what works and what doesn't. Yes, Eve is there as well. I will show her in a bit, okay? I can hear that voice in my head now, like Eve. She's cute. I'm going for that stripy effect again, just as I did with the previous robot. Really like it. But this is the full piece. A little base. It's cute, right? Going to add a bit more black to that shadow. And then thin it down. Just using it as a wash at the moment. Let it creep into all the crevices. I see the bots have arrived in the chat. No, thank you. I already have a bot. His name is Wally. Let's clean this a bit up. I mean, throwing a wash on there is all fun, but it will hide a bit of the details that you want it brighter. So it's just going back in with a bit of a yellow. Well, maybe just make sure you don't have anything dangerous in the room for the cats and then just let them play. Okay, so he has the black and white stripes. I mean, if there's anything you need some extra explanation, just yell, okay? Or maybe type it out. I think I can understand that better. Well, definitely go for it. And if you're trying something and it doesn't work, you can always send me a message on Instagram and I can try to explain it better. That looks a bit crooked. I mean, I started this Twitch adventure mostly because I got so many questions like, okay, how are you doing this and how are you doing that? So if there's anything I can teach you, just let me know. Okay, so that is all metal. The Wally letters are black as well. Let's see if I can actually just get the letters. No. Time for another cleanup. And of course I need the cleanup for the cleanup. Oh yeah, I'm just using one size brush for everything. I mean, sometimes it bites me in the ass. And then I have to clean it up. That is Ritz. It has a white E in there, so that's going to be fun. And apparently there is a black dot. So I've added a black dot with that same size brush. I mean, if the tip of the brush is fine, I can paint a lot of things with it. And I'm holding it already, so why switch to another brush? Okay, so the parts that are going to be metallic are the parts I'm going to paint black, because that is a better base for metallic. Also, it's nice to see something getting colored in. And I mean, I could totally just paint it black whenever I'm going to paint the metallics, but I just want to do it now. I mean, I'm not in any rush. I don't have to have this piece done tomorrow. So I'll probably do some stupid stuff like this anyway. Just paint and repaint. They look all like this rusty metallic. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint them, well, black first. Then I'm going to cover them with black steel. It's a pigment, but if you mix it with this medium, then you can paint with it. And after that, I'm going to add some rust effects. So apparently that trim was also going to be metallic. I should have known that up front, so I did not spend any time on painting the highlight. Yeah, Eve will be this very nice and bright white. I mean, I'm not just going to paint her white and call it a day, of course. She will get some highlights on there. And hopefully it will have a nice contrast to this dirty looking Wally. Should have painted that before I started the yellow. I'm so scared to mess it up. And there's not even pressure to this, it's just a fun little thing. But hey, if I can mess it up, I probably will. I need a different view. So apparently these are tracks for his arms and are made of metal as well. I mean the grey type of metal, not the yellow painted. Oh, well, enjoy your weekend and thanks for hanging around with us just a bit. Okay. This one as well. Is it weird if I look forward to painting that boot with the plants? I think it's absolutely adorable. Kind of want it actually. Just a boot with a plant in it. I totally could do that. Got some old boots. Kinda looks like it as well. Damn it. Little cylinder in the back. The rest is yellow. Okay. I mean, it's not really an original idea, but it's still funny. And I mean, if somebody says, is that a Wally planter? It would make me happy. I was planning to throw them away anyway, so I could do that. Maybe stick a plastic bag in there, some dirt. It's very matte. All the paints I use are from, well, most of them are from scale 75, and they are very matte indeed. I don't like to work with glossy paints. If I want gloss somewhere, I want to be able to paint it on myself, so I can direct the light effects and not have any light reflection from my paint light. Is scale 75 also expensive for you in your region? Because I did not pay that much really. But then again, I bought a set, so it's always cheaper if you buy a full set instead of just a bottle of paint here and there. Okay, fair enough. Well, that sucks, really. Yeah, that's true. I mean, they eventually will get there, but it needs some time. Let's see. These are fully metallic as well. I have thinned my paints just a bit too far. Would have been a better idea to prime him black, I think. There are many parts that will be metallic anyway. But yeah, the only spray can primer I have is gray. And it's a bit more durable than the airbrush pipe primers. I cannot reach that part. Oh well. Brush on primer. I've never tried that. I will either use the spray can primer or an airbrush primer, but it really depends on the project, really. If it's a competition piece, the airbrush primer is fine, because I won't touch the model that much anyway. Once he's done, of course. And I always paint them with gloves. But if it's commission stuff, then I will always use the spray can primer, because it can handle a bit more. Probably not the most interesting to watch. Just slapping some black on. But it's quite fun to do, really. Just rinse off, paint on. Well, don't fall asleep. Almost done with the black. What about painting the boot and plant first? Just switch it up a bit. I like the weathering so far. There's no rust. Okay. Let's go for the brown leather for the boots. Ah, my headphone just died. Maybe the other one. Ah, got some music back. Let's see. A bit of purple, a bit of black. Maybe a bit more black. Looks like good shadow color. Bit more shadow on this side. Bit of shadow underneath the plants. And a highlight color. Bit more highlights here. Let that dry for a bit, and I probably need a second coat of that highlight. But I like the color so far. Let me grab that middle color for a bit. This one. Well, welcome. Was it difficult to find? I'm sorry. I mean, it did not feel like I was painting fast. Where was I painting? Maybe keep it in front of the camera? Difficult. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Instagram algorithm is doing. I mean, on one day people find me very easily, and other days are like, you exist? Well, hi. Going to add a bit more light yellow to that highlight because I want it to be brighter here. Just a little extra highlight. See what that does. It's just the tiniest highlights, but yep, it is. This one. The Tenier Yellow. I love to use this one for my highlights if I'm using purple in my shadows. So this is my my golden combo. And just a little highlight on the nose of the shoe. Does not have to be perfect, it's an old leather boot. The paint is drying on my brush, but I'm using it to my advantage here. So I can put some extra stripy highlights there. Sounds familiar to my eye. It looks familiar, but I like your version better. Sound sensitive eyeballs. So what kind of eyeballs do you have? And where can I get them? I want the shadow a bit more there, you know? So I'm going to add a bit of purple to my black and then thin it down until it's like a wash consistency. So like just a hint of color. I'm going to brush it where I want extra shadow. And always brush towards the darkest part if you're painting a shadow. So if you have this excessive amount of paint, it will help you create that darker shadow. Does that sound logic? Am I doing it again? Keep it in frame, woman. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the colors of my glove. Sometimes I'm just enjoying the process of just slapping colors on there, and then I'm moving further and further away. Excuse me. I am not happy with the placement of that highlight. Yeah, sometimes I'm just enjoying it so much I kind of forget I'm live streaming. Maybe not the best thing to do, but it's why I also have moments where I just paint without a camera. So I can have these weird poses while painting, like sitting like this. I mean, it's not as charming on camera, but I do it. I've taught myself to paint with quite some distance in between, so I can actually show on camera what I'm doing. But it's not easy, especially if you're used to painting like this, just to keep it in front of your eyes. But yeah, we've got a nice little boot going on. And it's really rough. But, I mean, it works. And I could work on having it looking cleaner But no, I'm just going for this. Yeah, I just cannot paint with magnifiers, which is a bonus if you're painting live on Twitch, because where would I place that magnifier? Like, I don't want it in front of the camera, and to obscure myself, if I'm going to do that, I can just turn the webcam off. Okay, let's paint the dirt in the boot. I'm going to use a different brown for that because I don't want too many of the same colors. A bit of an orangey brown. My monitor isn't 100% live. There's a couple of seconds in between. So that's not going to work. So I've added some black and some purple and got my shadow color. My camera is upside down already. I'm doing it again. Okay, in the center, yes. I mean, there's quite some distance in between the camera and my head. It looks close, but it's not. I mean, my mic is closer by. Just stippling in a bit of that orangey brown. Just give it a bit more texture. No worries. I've tried a lot of different angles with the camera, and so far this is working best of all options I've had so far. Okay, let's paint that plant. And I'm just going to use this green. Black forest green. Sounds about right. And yet again I'm going to start with a shadow color, so black, a bit of purple, and that green. Which is a nice dark green. Let's paint the underside first, as that's most of the shadow. I'm sorry. There's a lot of angles going on in this piece right here. But I will try to keep it still. Trying to catch the shadowy parts from my point of view. I think something like this. And then get a highlight color in there, so that same light yellow mixed with that same green, which is quite brighter. I block in my colors first. So I use a shadow color followed by a highlight color, and then I will use that color straight from the bottle to create the transition color in between these. So I always start with 3 different shades: the shadow one, the highlight one, and the what I call the medium color. And my medium color usually is the color straight from the bottle. And if you overlap them a bit, you get more colors than you actually painted on. So this is my shadow color. It's very dark green. This is my highlight color, which is that same green with a bit of light yellow. And this is the color straight from the bottle. So it's a nice in-between color. So if you then cross it in between, you will get a transition. I always try to blend them instantly with each other. Because I'm mixing my colors, I don't want to have to worry about having to mix them again. But I usually start with a shadow color and a highlight color. But then I will mix a second highlight as well, and sometimes a second shadow. And the second highlight is just simply adding more of that light yellow. And a second shadow is usually very dark, so I just go for a mixture of black and purple and then use it as a wash, and only place it at the deepest parts, really. This is my second highlight, and I'm using it to create a light effect. And sometimes even a third highlight, depending on how shiny I want it to be. But these leaves can definitely use a bit more, a bit stronger highlight here and there. Ah, do your job, camera. Thank you. Let's see. Need a bit more work on this side. Apparently I missed a spot. I want a bit of that purple coming back into the shadow. So I'm just going to mix a bit of purple and black. And then thin it down. And just paint towards the shadowy parts, but overlap just a bit with that lighter green. I think I like that better. So in the back is just mostly shadow color. But that little bit of glaze with the purple and black really made the transition work. And I glazed a bit here as well, so this part is brighter as this. And it pulls your attention up just a bit more. I mean, same with the shoe. There is no gloss in the paints, just none. All the gloss you see is all painted on. I mean, the same with the Pokemon I painted. It's the same effect. You can even see it's the same green. So they could definitely be in the same universe. Also, he's giving a plant to Bulbasaur. That's cute. I just grabbed just the one I had in front of me. But that's adorable. And even with the more realistic minis, I use the same effects. I just put in more effort. Well, that one is for the competition. So yeah, same effect with the same colors mixed in. So again, this one in the shadowy part. And even in the shadow you have some highlights. It's not just all dark. So yeah, you can do a lot of things with this way of painting. And it all really depends on how much time you want to put in there. How smooth you want your blends to be. So I'm still doing the same, I'm just not focused on perfection.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way.
I mean, it's coming to life. Oops, don't fall.
But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Yeah, if you want to improve, you have to put in more time. Sometimes I feel like I'm working too long on something, but I have to say painting here on Twitch really helped me to just ease into it. I mean, the only one rushing the paint job is me, and I was thinking like, I have to paint it fast so I can show it to you guys fast and don't drag it out too long, but if the end result is good, it's better to just take your time. I mean, why does it have to be done fast? Is there a reason? Besides you wanting it, of course. I forgot that little white E in the reds. Okay, let me do that quickly. Because that is super small. There. A small E. Very small E. Oh, and I used my smaller brush. I used the smallest brush I have, which is a size 1. So painting with size 1 and a size 2. And also I did not use any white. Yet again, this one. Okay, let me see. Oh, it's about time for me to end the stream. I've been in 2 hours, which is a nice time to stream, really. I mean, usually if I try to paint longer, I will start yawning. Not really helpful while streaming. I will be back on Sunday, same time, if you're interested in seeing the rest. And I try to post this on YouTube as well. Add a bit of music under. Music I cannot use while streaming because I will get these claims. I'm so sick of them, so it's why I stopped using music while streaming. But I post them on YouTube after and then add some music to it, so it's a bit more fun to watch, I hope. I still have to post the previous one because I wasn't sure if I was going to post him on YouTube, as it wasn't going that well. At least it felt to me like it wasn't going well until I almost finished him, and then I was very happy with the results, actually. Yeah, the robots. But yeah, the end result really was amazing, so I decided I will be posting him on YouTube, but I still have not made a thumbnail and added music and such. But next weekend I'm not going to stream because of the competition, so I still have some time to post the previous paint job. I mean, I still have him for comparison. I'm going to scale model challenge, this huge competition. Let me put that one aside. Like, already packed him. So this was on the previous stream. Yep, that's the one. And he is a gift, and I actually found the person online, so I know where I have to be. to give this little robot to him, so that's very nice. I was a bit afraid I would not be able to find him back, as I forgot to write down his name. I mean, the skill model challenge competition, the level is very, very high. I always get very nervous, and there's just so much going on. I'm so excited about everything, and yeah, so last year I got this little robot, and he told me, well, I wonder what you can do with him. And I was so enthusiastic about it. I took him home, completely forgot to write down the guy's name. So this year I was like, I hope I can find him. I've been Googling like where I could possibly find him on the event, and actually found him. So I can actually give it to him. But I made the box a bit more official with the Killer Paint Job logo on there. Little extra sticker for him to take home. And also the name. So yeah, that's about it for today, really. So it was quite fun to have you here this evening, and I hope to see you again on Sunday. Definitely. So yeah, guys, hopefully see you Sunday. In the meantime, I'm there on Instagram. So bye.